Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to sit through a brief listening session. I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to listen to 3 songs that, yes, unfortunately are audiophile songs, okay? Because of the fact that I am right now trying to gauge what has been happening with my Esoteric M1x monoblocks. Right now, they have been on for approximately 52 hours, more or less, playing music non-stop, okay? 52 hours straight of music playback. The goal is to get them to about 100 hours and see how they transform, okay? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the Esoteric M1x is the grandioso flagship at $71,000 MSRP for the pair. They are the best that Esoteric has to offer today. I gotta say, they definitely look the part. The premium feel, the weight, they're approximately 130 pounds. And I gotta say, they are cool as a cucumber. They have been on for 52 hours. They're super cool. Absolutely no heat in the room. You can shove these in any sort of compartment you want, and they are going to be just fine. Esoteric recommends approximately 4 days of settling time, okay? You have to introduce them into the system and leave them on for approximately 4 days before you can hear what they're capable of. And that is due to the fact, by the way, that the massive transformer that they have, which is a 3300, I believe, VA transformer. It's a big transformer, weighs approximately 45 pounds, okay? It takes time for that transformer to warm up, okay? It does it very slowly and gradually. It is a Class AB design, which means it isn't doing what a Class A amplifier normally does, such as the Gryphon Antileon, which is plug it in, turn it on, select the bias setting, and immediately it begins to suck power aggressively from the wall. That is not what Esoteric does with their Grandioso. It's a very slow, gradual warm-up time until they get where they need to be. So right now, what I'm gonna do is sit down and listen to 3 songs, audiophile songs. Okay, don't kill me. I am using a mono lavalier microphone, so do not expect a mind-boggling performance. The purpose of this video is for me to give you a real-time commentary as far as what I'm hearing with the M1Xs connected to my Soulution 727 flagship preamplifier, which has been here for approximately 2.5, 3 weeks. That is already broken in. It's finally where it needs to be. Okay, so to give you a little context as to what I'm listening to, once again, Esoteric M1X's monoblocks, the 727 Soulution flagship preamplifier that was just recently released, my authentic audio image cable line throughout, XLRs, power cords, speaker cables. I'm using the Sonos Faber SE17 loudspeakers. This is their former flagship before the new Suprema was unveiled earlier this year. For my digital, I am using the Lampensator Horizon, their current flagship, and I am using my Tyco Extreme music server, which I am a dealer for, and the matching network switch, okay? So that is essentially everything that's connected. For power, at the moment, I am using a Shunyata Hydra with a stock power cord, okay? I'm not using a Shunyata power cord on the back of the unit. So the line stage is connected right now into the Hydra. The Horizon is connected with an aftermarket power cord into my wall outlet. The Tyco is also connected into the Hydra. The amplifiers, the M1Xs, are connected into a dedicated 20 amp outlet. Both of them are into the same outlet, okay? There is no major benefit in doing 30 amp outlets independent for that monoblock in particular, okay? The amplifier is not that power hungry. So it should be fine with a single 20 amp outlet. Trust me, I have multiple outlets on the back. No real benefit for this particular amplifier because it's not very power hungry, okay? So let me sit down now, give you my commentary. Once again, the purpose is for me to talk through the music, letting you hear my impressions at the 52-hour mark, okay? Don't try hard to make out what's going on. Again, I'm only using one single microphone here, so you're not gonna get a stereo effect, okay? Let's have fun with this. A song that you guys have heard many times.
You live all your days according to his way.
Great smoothness right now happening.
Oh, Mary,
which was not there in the early beginning of this settling time.
Pretending high grade.
Great bass. It's got very tight bass.
Oh, Mary,
perhaps not as deep as the Antileon Evo Monos. I think the Antileon Evo Monos have a little more bass.
With your heart on the ground. Oh, Mary. Oh, God save the Queen.
Really nice proportionate soundstage. It doesn't feel exaggerated or bloated or just oversized, which I have heard in other systems, by the way, with this particular song.
Long live the Queen. With a life not her own.
It's very composed. Doesn't have the liquidity yet of the Antileon Evo. I gotta say that. But the Antileon Evo is class A.
The king gets older.
Wow, beautiful.
With your heart on the ground. Oh, Mary. Oh, God save the Queen. With the throne made of stone. Long live the Queen.
Okay, what I have heard so far, my impressions at the 52-hour mark are quite interesting. I've heard this song many times at shows. I've heard it here multiple times with different components, with the momentums, with the Antileon Evo Monos, and now even with the Macintosh 901s, and now with the Esoteric M1x's. I have to say that although there is a nice sound stage, it's not overblown, meaning it's not massive to the point that it makes you wonder if the amplifier is actually overstating the real size of the soundstage, okay? It's making me wonder, for example, are the Antileon Evos really truthful to the soundstage of that song? Or is it that the M1Xs don't really cast a massive soundstage that the Antileon Evos can do with this song? It's hard to say. So it feels as if they're both pointing fingers at each other when it comes to the right dimension of the soundstage. On one hand, I think maybe the Gryphon Antileon Evo is the one that's blowing up the presentation and making it sound bigger than what it really is, and the Esoteric is really the true amplifier, the more honest amplifier, telling you that no, the song doesn't really have that massive soundstage that the Antileon Evo is displaying. This is the right soundstage, right? Or the Antileon Evo is saying, hell no, the Esoteric just is not capable of giving you the true dimension of this soundstage. They're not capable of doing what I can do. See, that's kind of the dilemma that I have here with these two amplifiers. Not knowing which one is the one that's telling the truth with regards to the right proportion of the soundstage. Now, another thing that I have to say about the M1Xs, I don't find them right now as clean and clear sounding as I found perhaps the Momentums, as I have found the, let me see what other amplifier. I would say the Momentums, because the Antileons are naturally a dark sounding amplifier, but yet I almost feel as if perhaps the Antileon, even though they're dark sounding amplifiers, they may have had a little more clarity due to the probably the Class A design, or maybe the compatibility with the 727. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe the 727 is more compatible with the Antileon Evos than it is with the M1Xs. I don't really know. The bass, I will say right now, the 50-hour mark is not quite where the Antileon Evos bass is right out of the gate. But I don't think we're being fair just yet. I think that the M1X needs more time. It needs 4 days, 96 hours or 100 hours of playback time before they really give you the full punch, okay? However, at the 50-hour mark, I do feel that they have opened up more and there is a lot more weight to the low registers than initially, okay, than when I first plugged them in. So there is definitely progress there being made. So now let's go to the next song, okay? And I'll give you the same feedback. Wow, those keystrokes are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very lit.
The world was on fire and no one can save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
Very beautiful sounding though. Very beautiful sounding.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love.
Lots of depth right now.
No, I don't want to fall in love with you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. And I
Wow.
don't want to fall in love.
That's beautiful.
No, I don't want to fall in love with you.
Okay, so here are some interesting thoughts about this particular song. So her vocals, her mid-range, her voice through the Antileon Evos is typically about that big. Okay, with the M1X's Esoterics is a little smaller, narrower, more dead center. It's in my opinion, is a matter of preference, and I think it's just the Antileon Evos mid-range has always been some of the best I've heard. It's very projected, very bold. It's got a lot of body to it. I love the fullness, just how bold the mid-range is on the Antileon. That's the word I was looking for. But that doesn't mean that the M1X is incorrect. I just feel like the M1X places it a little more dead center, not as big, a little more narrow and streamlined, I would say, than the Antileon Evo. Both of them, though, present this song in a very romantic kind of way. The luscious sound of the M1Xs is quite evident to me. It's a very, very relaxed, very easygoing type of sound. It doesn't sound, in my opinion, any like if it's on caffeine, kind of like makes you want to run out of the room regardless of the volume level. I'm not getting that feeling through this amplifier. And it's very organized. I feel as if when I listen to it and there are, like, let's say a lot of instruments, playing at once, all kinds of things going on, I feel like it's not afraid to go right through those complex passages and just rush through them. Some amplifiers, by the way, do that. When they get a little taxed, when they hear a lot of drums and guitars and pianos all thrown at once, I feel like they're just struggling to play every single instrument, and so they rush through them. I feel like this M1X, walks through every instrument, letting you know where everything is placed. It doesn't feel scrambled. That's the word I was looking for. That's not to say that the Antileon Evo does that, no. But the Antileon Evo is, in my opinion, the sound is so big and so massive that it just completely surrounds you by this huge, huge bubble of sound that oftentimes you don't pay attention to the things that the M1X is telling you to pay attention to, such as the ability to walk through complex passages in a very, very smooth and composed kind of way. That's kind of what I think the Antileon Evo is doing. It's just fooling you because it's just so so large, so in charge that you're not paying attention to other things that are happening in front of you. So let's go on to the next song and give you my final thoughts on this comparison.
In my secret life.
Beautiful and pretty, just that's the word that comes to mind.
In my secret
Those are the words that I come up with immediately. It's just so, it has this glow around the high frequency that it just sounds polished.
In my secret life. I saw you this morning. You were moving so fast. Can't seem to loosen my grip.
It's come a long way, guys. The amplifiers, the M1Xs have come a long way after 50 hours of playback time. Long way.
And I miss you so much. There's no one inside.
It's just, I can go louder if I want to, and it's no problem.
And we're still making love. In my secret life. In my secret life. I smile when I'm angry. I cheat and I lie. I do what I have to do to get by. But I know what is wrong, and I know what is right.
That right there, that note, so pretty in the air.
And I die for the truth. In my secret life. In my secret life. Hold on, my brother, my sister, hold on tight. I finally got my order.
Okay, so this is my final thoughts about this. So have you noticed how you drive down the street on a road that you think you know? and you've driven there for God knows how many months trying to get from point A to point B. And I don't know where one day you're driving and you turn your head and you look at this tree with beautiful red leaves, and you're thinking to yourself, that tree has been there the whole time? I've never even noticed it before. Those flowers have been there, that plant has been there, that speed bump was there this entire time. I've never even noticed it because you were so in a rush to get from point A to point B, right? In the mornings. Well, the M1X right now just demonstrated that to me. It's able to tell me, hey, have you seen this before? Did you notice this before? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? That is one thing that I'm feeling right away with the M1X. It's shining a light on things that I'm not going to say are absent with the Antileon Evo. No. But it's able to shine a light on things that, for the most part, most of us would completely miss. Because, for example, with the Antileon Evo or even the Momentum, they are very powerful amplifiers with a lot of grip, a lot of balls, a lot of muscle. And so you're just so floored and shocked by all this energy, right? This pressure in the room that just grabs control of you and your senses. And basically the side effect of that shocking experience is the fact that you're missing out on the smaller things that are happening along the way. And the M1X is able to dig those out of there and put them in front of you to let you know you go down this street every single day and you haven't seen this tree and you haven't seen these flowers or this speed bump. Well, here they are. And so that's what I think the M1X is really good at. Now, that said, just a gut feeling, just my experience doing this at a high level with the ultra high end. At 50 hours, and please take this as preliminary findings. My opinion could change in the next 50 hours, okay? So remember that. I feel at the 50-hour mark that the 727 might not be the right preamplifier for the esoterics, but it is for the Antileon Evos. The Antileon Evo and the 727 is beautiful, gorgeous. The 727 and the Momentums, awesome. I have not tried the 727s with the 901s, but I will in a future video. But right now, unless something drastically changes over the next 50 hours of playback time, I feel like the C1X might be the perfect preamplifier and the partner that the M1X is in need of. However, before I do that, I will be using the L1X1 CH position for some time, which, by the way, it's still in the rack and it's been on this whole time. I never turn it off. So I'm going to play with the CH position to see what it does. This is part of the reason why I offer my consultation service, so that I can guide you and tell you this didn't do so well with that. That's why I recommend that you come and see me and talk to me, because I'm doing this in the trenches. I just walked you through what I do. This is the first time I do a video like this. I make a video like this so that you understand the level of exposure and experience that I have with this ultra high-end equipment. You're probably never gonna see another YouTube channel with the 727, the CH position, the esoterics, the Antileon monos, the 901s. You're probably not gonna find that. This is why it's important that you talk to those who do this all day long and stop listening to the punks on the forums or on Facebook. A lot of haters out there on Facebook typing crap about me. I don't know why, okay? But I thank the haters, because the haters also bring a light and actually create buzz about me. Okay, so when you're looking to really do this at a high level, talk to me. Go to my website. Set up a consultation with me. Stop talking to punks that don't play at this level, that just have stupid opinions. I just demonstrated you what I roll with and what I do here throughout the night. Okay, so with that said, comment below. Let me know if you think I am going to get better results with the C1X than I am getting with the Soulution 727. Or if you feel like, you know what, Jay, chances are that if you didn't like the Esoteric M1x's with the 727, you're probably not gonna like it either with the C1X, because maybe the C1X, in your opinion, is not a superior preamplifier to the Soulution 727. Comment below now. Thank you for your support and your time, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.